Howdy friends, this is Stephanie with Stephanie's Yarn Escape. Thank you for joining me today for episode number 52. This is a crochet podcast where I take you on my yarning adventure in hopes that you find some sort of inspiration. So grab your favorite beverage, prop those feet up because you deserve to, and enjoy what I have to share. So I feel I've been a busy bee. I'm not going to lie, I've been a busy bee lately in all things crochet, life, everything. I didn't record last weekend. I did have a busy weekend, so I skipped last weekend, but that's okay. I feel like the things I have to share with you guys, I feel like there's more and I'm forgetting something. And if I am, well, I'll just show you guys next week, right? Just feel like something's missing. But I also have crochet projects that I'm also doing with Crochet Creations by Christy that you only see on that episode, which we just recorded one not too long ago. Be sure to check that out. We are doing a holiday along. So that's a lot of fun. We're doing prizes for that. So be sure to check that out. It's on both of our Facebooks, her Facebook group and my Facebook group. So be sure to check that out as well too. So yeah, I've worked on things that I show there too, some. So I don't know, I just feel like I'm forgetting some. But if I am, oh well, right? Right. Anyways, so what have I been working on? Well, I've been working on some of this blanket. For those that have followed me for a while know that I started, or may possibly remember that I started this blanket at the beginning of the year. It's my lettuce snow blanket. And it went, it did go to timeout, but it just kind of didn't see the daylight for a little bit because I had other things going on that were more of a priority, and that's how I do things. Some things go to back burner. And the other week, I showed it my last episode, so I just felt the urge. I wanted to work on it, and I'm forgetting how much I love working on these kind of projects. So it got some love the past couple weeks. I did some of the border. The plaid border. This is my lettuce snow blanket. So, and I didn't grab the pattern to show you guys. Annie's Crochet. Oh, it's from the Christmas magazine from last year. I'll be sure to link it down below. But, so here's what I decided with the border. I didn't know what, you can see on my ends I need to weave. I weave ends in periodically. I'll go through a phase where I weave in a bunch of ends and then I'll let them go for a little bit and I'll weave in more. They'll be done. But anyways, so in the pattern, it has you starting at the bottom with this border and you're basically carrying your unused color through your stitches. So, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I've done quite a few graphans and I'm a bobbin kind of person. I just don't like, especially when you have a white and it can show through. I've contemplated many approaches to this border and I ended up deciding to carry the yarn through. You can't see this gray. You can't, at a distance, you can't see the gray running through the white, but standing here looking at it, I can see it some. Is it enough to bother me? Some days. Sometimes when I pull it out, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to keep going this way. And I'll sit there and look at it for a little bit and I'm like, just keep going because it still looks really good. I really like it. Now, in the pattern, it has you starting off with the bottom border doing this with the carry through. And I was like, when I first started, I was like, no, I'm going to do it a different way. I have some other techniques that I do for the plaid effect. And I'm going to use one of those ways where I'm not carrying yarn through and it's more cleaner. But with it being its size and stuff like that, this was actually the best option. So I kind of wish I started off with the blanket with the plaid border. And then I'd probably be further along and almost done. But I'm not too far away from being done. So I have to finish up this section of black and gray squares, and then I have another section of gray and white squares, and then one more section of black and gray. And then this side will be done, and I'll do it to the other side. Now, as far as size, well, yes, it's going to be smaller than the pattern because I used a 5 bulky yarn, and the pattern calls for 6 super bulky. I just didn't find it, I didn't want to buy all that yarn because I think it was the Bernat Softy Chunky, I believe, and it was, there's like a little over 100 some odd yards on it. So yes, it's going to be bigger, but I didn't want to buy 14 some odd balls of yarn. I wanted to use what I had. So I had a 5 bulky, and therefore, yes, it's going to be smaller. It's more of a display blanket, I guess you could say. Then, I mean, you can still use it, you know, nice little lap blanket. But yeah, I really like it. I enjoy working on these kind of projects. Yes, they're time consuming. Yes, there's more ends to weave in, but I love the overall finished project. To me, it doesn't matter what kind of work I put into a project, how many ends I have to weave in. It does not bother me at all because I'm looking at my overall project in the end, because that's what I'm going for, like something that I love, and I will put in the work to get that gorgeous final project in the end. And this is one of them. So many ends, but it's okay. So the yarn I used for that, I'll show you here in a second, is the, there's so much yarn fuzz flying around. Big Twist Classic. I use black, gray, and white. I'm attached here, so I'm trying not to yank it. Black, gray, and white. In the initial pattern, it does have 2 shades of gray as well too. One for the body of the pattern, and the other one is for the plaid work on the border. But I just used the same gray, and I think it's turning out lovely. So, what else am I working on? Well, in this bag here that my mother made me, I have, this is my designated design projects. And I have given some love to my next design, which I'm super excited about. And let me show you guys. Now there's ends on here too, but I've weaved quite a bit in. But I think I'm actually might be almost done. So this is a lacy design. And yes, lots of work. Not really, the stitches aren't the work. It's a lot of ends because each color change is a new end. You know what I mean? So you got gray, you got this yellow, you got this brown, and you got this pink. And again, gray, back and forth, back and forth. So once again, I'm willing to weave in those ends. Now, for those that want to do this pattern once it is released, yeah, you could probably carry up this gray. Maybe. I don't, actually, no, you can't, because when, let me try and think here. So when you work across this gray, right before this color change to this yellow, then you work back across to the end of here, and then you start the gray again. So your yarn is going to be at one end, and when you pick it back up, it's coming the other end. That's why there's so many ends to weave in. But, so I have, the concept with this is rainbows. Oh, something just fell. Rainbows, and then these puff stitches look like clouds at the bottom of the rainbows. Oh, hopefully you guys can see them. And I really enjoyed this color combo. I bought this a while ago with unknown of what to make with it, and just the color combo and this stitch that I had in mind for a while now, I was like, this is it. So I went through, there's 3 different colors rainbow, so I went through 1, 2, 3. I'm working on my 4th repeat, so I just got to work this pink up here one more time. And I might be, this is gonna be an infinity scarf, I might consider that about done. I don't know if I want it to wrap around more than once, because I really want I don't want it to be too much. I just want it to be like an accessory to an outfit. So I don't know yet. I think I'm going to do that last pink repeat and then see where I'm at. And it may be considered done. So then I just got to work up connection, like connecting it to the top and weaving in my ends and writing it up. I have everything written down. It's just a matter of now I have to type it up and finalize it and then getting it out to my testers. So attention to my Yarn Escape peeps who signed up at the beginning of the year. I did a call out for Yarn Escape peeps, which are my pattern testers, and I have a handful that I send an email out to see if they want to test this particular pattern. Be on the lookout for that email coming out probably, I would say, within the next few weeks. I'm so close to being done that I just want to, I'm ready for it to be done. Because I have another one in mind. I'm ready to move on to the next design. So I think I want to get it started while this is in the test phase and just kind of overlap the two and then have the next one come out, hopefully not too much longer after this one. But yeah, I don't have a name for this. I don't have a name. So what do you guys think? Any suggestions on what to name this? So it's the rainbows with these puff stitches to look like clouds. I don't know what to name it. My first design was called the Infinite Escape, and I kept it with the name of my channel, my small business, what have you, Stephanie's Yarn Escape. Do I want to do that again? I thought maybe Rainbow Escape or something like that. I'm not sure, but it's not, I'm not sold on it. And I don't know, I guess it doesn't necessarily have to play with my business name. I just don't know what to name it. Tell me what you guys think. I need some ideas, some names for this pattern here. So what else? I am using the yarn for this. My goodness, I just feel all over the place. It's Halloween day, and I think, you know, I don't know. I just feel a little off. I don't know. So what yarn am I using? Of course, we got lots of this gray. This is cream cotton. This is a limited time only, and I'm pretty sure you can still get this cream cotton, just not in these colors. Like I bought this yarn with a friend, my local Yarny friend, and she saw this color combo, and I think she used white, and she grabbed the last of the white, so I used this gray. And yeah, I think it would look really good in white as well too. But I think the limited time only part is for these colors. I don't think you can get these colors anymore, but you can still get the yarn. So this color is Stone and Clay, and it's a 4 medium yarn. It's 87% cotton, 13% nylon. I'm not a huge cotton user. I don't like to use cotton blends a whole lot. I've had expanded my boxes on what yarn I use, and I'm using this yarn because of the colors. It's still very soft. It's a very soft yarn, but you can also tell there's cotton in it, but it's soft. Like I said, I typically don't use cotton, but I was going for these colors. These colors is what spoke to me. And so I think this can be done in so many colorways that that's what I like designing my patterns with. You can just do so many colorways. The possibilities are endless. And then I have this color, which is Dusty Rose. And this is Rose Sands. And this is, I have my tags in the center here. So Golden Cream. So this color combo with the gray is what inspired me for this design. Just these colors, I absolutely love them. Love, love, love. So that's the progress on that. Like I said, I'm hoping to have that out soon. And this bag is jam-packed full. This is my design bag. This is what it's been designated for. And I have, in my little brain up here, like 5 scarf designs that I want to do. And when I sat down to start this one, when I sat down to decide which one I want to do first, I wasn't sure. So I started pulling yarn for what I wanted to do. So it's all basically in here so I think for the next 2 designs, the scarf designs that I want to do, all the yarn is in here. Ready. Yeah. I could take it out. Yeah, but no, we'll just leave it in here. So the plan for my design journey, which I never in a million years thought I would be on, is designing patterns. I want to do, after this one, at least 3 more scarf designs, whether it be infinity scarf, wraps, I'm not sure yet. I want to do a total of 5 total, so after this one I need 3 more. Not need, but I want to do 3 more. And then I want to do some blankets. Blankets is one of the other things I love working on. And so with blankets, I have some ideas for squares. So it's that I found inspiration actually years ago on Pinterest for a quilted blanket. And I finagled it to make it out of yarn for a friend that I worked with at the time. It was a request by her to do this blanket for her son. And so that journey is going to be after my scarf journey. I have a handful of blankets that I want to design that way. Some squares are going to be a little bit more trickier. Some are going to be repeats from blanket to blanket. But I don't know what adventure I'm on after that. So I want to get through these 2 adventures and then see where it takes me. I would love to do an amigurumi, a handful of amigurumi, but I'm not sure if I'm quite there yet. We'll see when the time comes though. Speaking of amigurumi, that's what's next. So today is October 31st, which means it's the last day of October for the 2021 Attack of the Amigurumi 2021 October theme, which is it's spooktacular. So I finished mine, which is a bat, which is a pattern by Katydids. And it's a bat. I probably should have, upon realizing this after he got done, I should have put pipe cleaners in the top of his wings for his wings to stay up. But would it be ideal for a kiddo that likes to play and cuddle with stuffed animals at night? No, it wouldn't be. Well, it could be, I guess. I don't know. I'd have to ask my daughter because she has strong opinions about eyes, which she, in her opinion, when I make her a stuffed animal, she calls these soft eyes, which is the just the yarn formed eyes. She doesn't like the safety eyes because she said when she cuddles with it, it's not as cuttable as she likes it. She likes the soft eyes. So adding pipe cleaners to the wings would be a good idea to help them stand up. But as far as cuddling, that might not be so much. So he's done. I'm not going to go back and add pipe cleaners. He's perfect the way he is. I named him Bernard the Bat. And so this was my October theme. Did I add a picture to Facebook of him? I think I did. Yes. So he's done. So I'm going to probably do the drawing for that sometime tomorrow. So with today being the end of the month, what does that mean? Well, it means I'm going to announce November's theme. And I did get a head start on it. The rules are all on my Facebook group. And you can go check that out. So basically you have to have a US address. You can enter into every single month that theme. And you can only make it in that month. Yes, I did get started a few days early, but I'm also the person that hosts the challenge. So I'm not the one trying to win. Anyways, the project must be made in that month. There are 2 Facebook posts about the challenge. And one of them is the initial announcement. And that's where you can go post your progress photos, pattern ideas, share whatever. And that's where I post my finished project for that month. And you can see all the rules there and all the things for the previous months. And then there's another post for that month's theme. So October is It's Spectacular. You still have some time to get one done. I will be probably drawing someone tomorrow evening, November 1st. So you have a little bit of time to get that in there. And for those that have participated every single month, I'm doing a grand prize drawing for those individuals to win a grand prize. So very excited about that. All I know so far is going to be a project bag and some yarn. So, yes. Very excited about that. So, what's November's theme? Well, let me tell you. November's theme is called Oh Dear. Yes, it's called Oh Dear. So, you can do deer or you can do reindeer. We'll count reindeer as well, too. Yes, I did get mine started simply because I want to make two. Kind of like I did with the month for the Down on the Farm, the goats. I wanted to make two. And so for November, it was a hard to choose which pattern I wanted to do. There was a handful out there that I wanted to do for a deer. And so I decided on the one. It's black and white. I finally remembered to order my ink after the last episode for my printer. I was going on and about that for, I don't know, quite a few episodes now. This is cookie dough. It is a black and white version that I printed by Katie Dids. This is a paid for pattern off of Etsy. I do follow her. She is an awesome pattern designer. She's very a unique individual who is killing it in the Yarny community. And so, yes, she, this was her pattern for the bat. And so I'm doing the pattern for the deer. And the yarns I'm using, I had a hard time deciding this as well too. But I finally made a decision because I'm making two. I'm going to use some Caron 1 pound. So one deer is going to be in this pale green color. And these are a bit the 1 pounders. It's a 4 medium. 812 yards. So plenty here for what I need to do. And 100% acrylic. So one deer is going to be this color, which I have him started. This is the head. Not much, but it started, okay? And then the other deer that I'm going to do is this gray color. Imagine that, gray. And medium gray mix. Also Caron 1 pound. And then the accents for it, I think I'm going to do like its antlers and maybe the balls of its paws and probably its snout. I'm just going to accent it in white for both of them. So yes, that is my Attacking the Amigurumi 2021 November theme. I hope you all enjoy it. Have fun with it. So far, everybody's enjoying this challenge so much that I'm doing it again next year, and I'm very excited about that. I created this challenge because I wanted to perfect my amigurumi skills, and I'm discovering I'm really enjoying working on amigurumi. Last year at this time, I hated amigurumi. I didn't want to work on amigurumi at all. But this challenge, I'm so glad I did it. So now I'm changing size, and I'm enjoying the amigurumi. And there's so many amigurumis I want to continue to make. Patterns and books that I have that I want to make all the things out of, all the amigurumis. So we're doing another challenge for 2022. So if you're newer to my channel and want to get in on this challenge and you want to participate every month, because next year we're going to do a grand giveaway at the end of the year as well too. Be sure to look out for that. I don't have the post up yet for November's theme. I will sometime later today. It may be before you guys see this. It may be after. I'm not sure. It's Halloween. It's trick or treat later. So it's a busy day ahead of us, but it will get out. I promise. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot to share something. I almost forgot to tell you guys what the prizes are. So for November, oh, no, not, oh, I'm sorry, I just bumped you. So for October, you have a chance to win some mandala ombre in the colorway Happy. It is a 4 medium weight, 100% acrylic, 344 yards, and one of my stitch markers on there. Very pretty. So that's for October. What can you win for November? November, you can win 2 skeins of this Yarn Bee Comfy Cozy. And the color is mustard and natural. It's not white. It's like an off-white. And one of my stitch markers will be on there. For those that watch me and Christy from Crochet Creations by Christy for our No Filter Fabric cast, for all the prizes that we're doing on there, I don't have any stitch markers on there. Remember to stick stitch markers on these 2, and I am out. I got to make some more. So I got to take time to do that too. So many things to do, so little time. But yes, so let me tell you about the yarn. It is a 2 fine, 75% polyamide, 25% polyester, and there's 508 yards in each skein. So very cool. I think these would be very cute put together. So yeah. What else do I have to share? What else was I working on? Well, let me tell you. I have a finished object. What? I just had one not long ago. How can I possibly have another? I think I had one on the last episode, actually. Was that when I finished my bat? I think. I can't remember. But I have a finished object. Usually my finished object segments are very few far in between in episodes. Usually it's not too many episodes I have finished objects, but I had 2 this month. So I finished my muted rainbow baby blanket. I did. Look at this, guys. I love it. Let's see if I can get you to see the bottom. Oh, let's go further. Oh, come on now. So there's the bottom. And it goes to the blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. All done. Let's see if I can make this a little bit smaller. I love how it turned out. And it got better and better with every color that I added to the blanket. I loved it more and more every time I added a color. Love, love, love. So yes, this is all done. Very excited. It's going to go to its new home tomorrow. And I told the girl that was receiving it that I'd have it done by the end of the month. So it was my priority this week to get it completed. This is a chevron style blanket. No pattern followed. It just took my knowledge of a chevron, crocheted it out however I wanted it. It's a little bit wider than I wanted it to be, but that's okay. Babies grow. So this baby's going to go right into this blanket. Definitely worth it. Very exciting. Nice and wide. Yes. I love it. What yarn did I use? Well, that's part of one of the reasons why I love it so much, because it's so soft. It's a perfect blanket. The yarn I use is actually, I love this yarn. And so from each skein, I have a little bit yet left for some amigurumi or whatever have you. This is the color cranberry, mixed berry, burnt pumpkin. It's falling apart here. They're down to where things are really droopy. So that's okay. Cream. This is light sage and stonewash. So those make up my muted rainbow baby blanket. Oh, I love this yarn. It is a 4 medium, 100% acrylic, 355 yards. I probably could have got one more row out of each one. I probably could have, but I stopped where I stopped because of size. You know, it is what it is, and I love it. I'm really turning into loving this. I love this yarn. I like it. It's durable for anything. I love it. This is the first blanket I've made out of it, and I plan on making more out of it. I've made amigurumi with it, and they are absolutely perfect. I love them. Nice and soft and cozy, so it's perfect for all things. And not to forget that there are so many colors to choose from, like every shade of purple and red and blue and green that you could possibly wanted, on top of the variegated colors that match. So many. Love, love, love. So yes, I want to get this more as a staple into my collection and add more of the colors. So when I do work on projects like this, I can just go to my stash and pull the perfect color for what I'm working on. So yes, that is completed, and I'm very excited. What else? I think that's it. I think we are done. Try to put this away. Yeah, so be sure to check out. I have other projects that I'm working on that I'm doing with Crochet Creations by Christy. We are starting a new shawl pattern. I have not started it. I have not finished the last one yet, but I, excuse me, do have plans on having that completed for our next episode. And the other one started. Like I said, I want to get this rainbow baby blanket done and off to its new home so I can move on to other things. But I think that's all I have today. Yeah. Like I said, I feel like I'm forgetting something to share with you guys with something that I worked on, but I just don't know what it is off the top of my head right now. I don't know. But if not, if I did forget something, I'll just show you in the next episode, right? Yeah. All right. Have a great Halloween. Have a fabulous week, and I'll see you guys next time. Remember to keep that yarn running through those fingers. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.